going to do is, as I said before, just cover the social trading and some of the new features that have come out in the last few weeks for all of our followers. What I will do is I'll run through the whole presentation, and if you do have any questions, we will have a Q&A session at the end. So if you hold your questions for then, you'll then have the option to type those in. I can certainly cover those for you. So as you can see here, when you log into the homepage of your social account, it will welcome you at the top there, and it does look fairly similar to before, but we do have a few new features here. So the first being on the left-hand side, it will show select your top 10. Whereas before we were showing sort of 4 traders that had been performing fairly well, you can now select up to 10 top traders to have a view of based off of multiple scenarios. So in this instance here, we're looking at real money traders by the lowest drawdown, and we're looking specifically only at traders that are level 5. So as some of you may already know, we rank our traders level 1 to level 5 based off of these flags here. And once a trader has been with us for a significant amount of time and is completing the task required to them, they will be progressing through that career level. If you wanted to change your view, we can do so here by clicking on the button, and we get a big drop down. We can look at either real money or virtual money traders as well. And that will obviously change the view that we have here. If you click on virtual money traders, we will then only see traders who are trading with demo funds or with funds below 2,000 or the minimum requirement to classify as a real money trader there. So this is a great way to get a good scope of multiple traders based off of different statistics, whether that be drawdown, the amount of followers that they have, and so on and so forth. A lot of people might be looking at volatility if they're looking for low risk traders as well, to try and take advantage of sort of a long-term investment. On the right-hand side here, we do have another feature as well, which is top traders by Sharpe ratio. And Sharpe ratio is definitely something that is looked at frequently by investors, because it is a way of calculating the performance, adjusting for risk essentially. So the higher the Sharpe ratio, the better the performance in terms of the better the return comparative to the level of risk that's taken. So here we can see all traders. It will show both real and virtual money traders on this side here, and we can see at the top of the list here one of our popular traders as well. NeoWaves has a Sharpe ratio of 2.46, and you can see multiple details here in terms of their chart as well as their P&L as well, which is quite helpful to give you a quick snapshot before you investigate further into these traders. The final feature on this page, at least, which is quite new, is our pre-selected portfolio. So this ready-made portfolio is in order to help the investors who don't know as much about trading get off to a decent start, and that is located in the middle here. And if you click on the button View Now, what it will do is it will present you with a portfolio. And we can see the portfolio here is built up of 5 traders, which is the maximum amount of traders that you can follow. And what it will do is it will take a look at all traders in our sort of repertoire, and it will be selecting each trader based off of different asset classes. So in order to diversify your portfolio further, it might be choosing a trader who trades indices a lot, a trader who trades commodities, a trader who trades Forex, and so on and so forth, so that you're not too overexposed in a single asset class. Each of the traders will have a drawdown below 10. They will have had to have a positive performance, so there will be positive. And for those of you that have used social trading before, what it will also do is it will negate any traders that you have previously followed. So even you can also use this tool, because it will take a look at the traders that you've followed before, and it will remove them from your potential list of suitors. So this is a great way for beginners to start off in a way, and if you don't have the time to research yourself, just to get a portfolio in your account, you can click on the blue button here to say follow portfolio now, and it will automatically put those traders in the list for you, so that you can start following them. Now, for those of you who are maybe a little bit more experienced or looking to investigate further into the platform, you would then go to the rankings list yourself and find some followers. So if we go up to the top here and click on follower, you're then presented with the blue ribbon here, which has all the buttons you'll need for your account. We're going to try and find some traders ourselves. So we'll click on the rankings list here, and we will be presented with, at the moment, just a single trader, someone that I was looking at earlier, who we'll come back to. I'll click in the trade filter there, and we'll be able to see multiple more. I'm going to minimize this here as well, as we'll come to that a little bit later. So initially, this will be the view that you're shown when you're looking at the rankings list. So we'll be shown 10 traders and a few filter options at the top here. So we can look at changing the time period. As we can see, in the last 3 months, Robert 86, for example, has made a profit of 24% with a maximum drawdown of 20.25%. If we change that, we'll see that the table will change and the traders will change as well. So in the last 6 months, this has been the most successful trader based off of P&L. Another feature that you can adjust is the career level. So this is what we were discussing earlier. Everyone will start as a street trader. To progress to level 2, they'll need to be trading with us for a minimum of 1 month and getting a performance of 0.5%, maintaining a drawdown below 25%. And as their career level progresses, they will have been with us for a longer period of time. An institutional trader will have been with us for a whole year as a minimum. We can then also look at the risk score. And this is a feature that we have for the platform just to help you understand what type of trader they are. So if they have a risk score of 1 to 4, they will be a lower risk. 5 to 7 medium, 8 to 10 high risk. So for those of you looking for specific traders, whether that's low drawdowns, low risk, or you're looking for high volatility, high risk for quicker trading, then you can adjust the table using this here. Each trader does also have different compensation model types. So this can also affect who you're following. We have a volume-based trader and a performance-based trader. So volume-based trader will be someone who's most likely doing a significant amount of trading because they are getting rebates through us based off of their trade volume. The performance-based trader is only getting trades or only getting rebates based off of their performance. So this might be more of a longer term investing trader, someone who might be doing 2-3 trades in a month and potentially holding them for a couple weeks or so, or potentially even longer. So that's the difference there. Some people don't like to hold trades overnight, so they may be looking more at a volume-based trader, whereas someone who might be looking for a longer term investment may be looking at a performance-based trader. Again, we covered the RMT and virtual money traders. You can either select to choose only RMTs and the gold circle will be highlighted, or if you click on that, you'll then be looking at both RMTs and VMT traders. Final feature here is the popular trader list. So if we click on this, it will show us the 10 most popular traders, or actually now, sorry, the 9 most popular traders on our platform here. So these are the main features here. What you can also do is look up traders by filter name. So if they have popped up, for example, in that suggested portfolio and you want to find out a little bit more information about them, you can always type in their name here and find them that way. If you want to dig down a little bit deeper into each of the traders, you can use our advanced filter section. And on the advanced filter section, you can adjust multiple options here. You can see you can change the performance, you can look at the maximum drawdown, and so on and so forth. We have the Sharpe ratio here as well, number of trades that they're doing since they've had the account, the ratio of win trades as well. So a lot of features here to help you find traders that might be trading in the style that you're specifically looking for. Again, obviously you will have your own personal account manager, so you can discuss with them what those features might be, and then you can try and whittle your search down to specifically find those traders. When we're looking at the trader list here, what we will see is multiple options on the top here. Now we can also filter our list through this option here, or these options here. At the moment, we are seeing the #1 trader as the trader with the most amount of followers. But what we can do is adjust that to, for example, P&L. So we will see that Smarty Trader since inception has been the most profitable, returning 189%. If we change that to the last 3 months to get a more recent view, we'll see again that changes straight back to Robert 86. Another feature you can change or filter by is the maximum drawdown, the last time a trade was placed, and the number of trades per month that the trader seems to be doing. So these are also, again, quite helpful for you to filter down and get the trader that will fit your style or fit the portfolio that you're looking for. So once you've got your settings, you can then click on a trader's name here, and that will bring you across to their profile where you can do a further in-depth analysis. So the trader that we're going to actually look at today is one of our most popular traders, or traders that's been performing well, and their name is NeoWaves. So we'll click on NeoWaves here by typing them into the filter of the trader name, and click on the trader's name here to go across to their portfolio. Now, when you're on the portfolio, the immediate thing that you'll see is a snapshot of their performance. So you'll see on the left here information about the trader. He's a real money trader. He's one of the most popular traders. He's level 5, so he's an institutional trader, which means he's been with us for a minimum of a year. His compensation model is volume based, so we can judge based off that he's probably going to be in and out of trades fairly quickly. He's got a risk score of 2, deeming to be low risk, and since he started trading with us, he's got a return of 21%. So that gives you a very quick snapshot, and you can see here the orange line is the trader's performance comparative to the purple, which is the Germany 30. So we can see here that the trader has a fairly stable upward trend, not too many dips, here a little bit of a dip, and that will be reflected in their drawdown as well. So the maximum drawdown we can see in red here is 10.35%. Again, we get significantly more statistics about how frequently they're winning trades and the volatility as well of that trader. Now, if we continue to scroll down, we'll see a performance of the trader on a monthly basis and a yearly basis. So we can see here a breakdown each month since he started trading with us back in January 2017, how they have performed. And again, we get more details about the trader's trade style with the asset allocation as well. So we can see here that the Germany 30, or otherwise known as the DAX, makes up 78.3% of his portfolio. He's done 213 trades on that product, but he does also trade the US 500 index, the US Tech 100, Wall Street, a little bit of euro dollar as well, and a few other products. Again, if we keep going down, we will just be given more and more statistics about the trader. So we can look at the metrics in percentage, and here we're going to be comparing the trader against 2 indices, so the Germany 30 and the US 500. So had you just invested in the Germany 30 over the last 12 months, you would have lost 5.38%, whereas with the trader, you will have made 12.62%. And this is slightly better improved by the US 500, where that has returned 14.8%. Again, on the right here, we have the risk metrics, and this has the Sharpe ratio as shown here, and a few other features. If you want to have more information about those features as well, you can just click on the title and it will provide you information there about what each statistic is for. Now, some of the most useful features when you are analyzing a trader are both the open positions and the transaction history here. So if we click on open positions, we can see that the trader doesn't have any open at the moment, which is suggestive of his style, normally a few trades a day and not holding for too long. So we can then again look at the transaction history. So we can see here in the transaction history, the trader was trading Wall Street Index. They were going long on the trade, so they bought the product at a size of 2.74. They entered at a price of 26,611.0. And on that trade, they had a stop loss placed at 26,517.0. Now, this isn't important because it will show you how much they're risking on the trade, and that is shown right here in the RPT percentage. Again, this will be showing for open trades as well, but we're just looking at the closed trades. So we know that from this trade, the trader is risking 0.18%. So if they had, let's say, 10 trades open, each risking 0.18%, we know the total risk on that account is 1.8% from that trader. So this is a good way to judge how much you're risking on your own account if you decided to follow this trader as well. Bear in mind, it is proportionate. So regardless that this account is showing a balance of 121,000 euros, if your account was, let's say, 10,000 euros, you would be risking 0.18% of 10,000 euros. We can see here that on the trade, the trader made a profit of 35.51 euros and exited the trade at this price. Again, if you wanted to see the information about how long they held the trade for, we've got date close here. You just hover your mouse over that and it will show you they entered the trade on the 1st of this month at 8:32 and closed out on the 1st at 8:46. So that trade was held for a total of 14 minutes, not long at all. Again, what you can do here, which is quite helpful, is filter and have a look at the trader based off of the products that they're trading. So you'll see each of the ones that we were looking at before, and you can see the performance based off of the product to see if there's any specific product they may or may not be best at trading. Again, what this can be used for as well is we can have a look here and see that the trader had a drawdown on the account around this time, June 15th to June 23rd, and recovered by June 27th. So we can look at the trade history between June 16th to June 27th or June 28th and see if the trading style changed at all. Did they become emotional whilst they were trading? Did they increase their trade size to improve their performance and get back to the original levels or original profit levels they were on? These are quite important things to be looking at when trying to decide who to follow, because you don't want to be following someone who does get emotional whilst they're trading, because that can affect their decisions. So once you've analyzed your traders and found the traders that you are most interested in, the next step is setting up your portfolio. This is obviously assuming you haven't used the suggested portfolio at the beginning. So we've now analyzed the trader. What we'll do is we'll go to the portfolio builder here. So the portfolio builder gives you the option to add 5 separate traders here, and you will see that there is a list of traders here on the left, and this will be the 10 traders that we were looking at on our rankings list. So whatever settings you have on the rankings list should be reflected here as well. Now, if you've been looking at the traders and you know who it is that you'd like to follow, what you can do, for example, we want to add NeoWaves into this account, we can click on Advanced Filter, type in the trader's name here, and once we've done so, we can then click on that, choose apply, and the trader will appear. Once you've got that trader there, you can then drag the trader across into the account, and we can do this for multiple traders. So we've got NeoWaves. We will add another lower risk trader as well, so that we have 2 traders in the account. This trader's name is Amele. So we apply that and drag this trader across here as well. So we now have 2 traders in the portfolio. We can see that NeoWaves performance is shown historically in the green, MLAs is shown in the orange, and the portfolio overall performance is shown in the blue dotted line. So once we've got this, you will need to name your portfolio before you can execute it, and you'll see there's the option to do so down here by clicking on Edit Portfolio. We can give the portfolio a name, let's say Portfolio 1. Once you've done that, you will be able to execute your portfolio. But there is one final step that you may want to take a look at, and that is managing the risk on each of these traders. So in the standard settings, you will be following each of these traders one-to-one. So when they're risking 1%, you'll be risking 1%, but you can adjust that. You'll see above the trader's image here on the left, there's a settings button. You just click on that, and you'll see here it's set to the standard setting of 1 times. If you want to adjust this, you just drag the slider, as shown. You can bring that down to as low as 0 so that you're not following any trades, or increase that up to a maximum of 3 times so you're following them 3-to-1. Another interesting feature, as we were talking about looking at the performance on each of the asset classes, if you do find that there's a trader that's trading one particular asset not too well, but you really like the other trades that they're processing, you can even go into set individual amounts here, and let's say they weren't trading Brent crude very well, we set that down to 0, leave the rest at 1, and confirm the settings. This way, we will be following NeoWaves for every trade other than Brent crude. You can then do the same for MLA, and you will set them independently for each of these traders. So once you've set up your portfolio exactly as you'd like, obviously the next step to do would be to fund your account. So you can't start following the traders on the live account until that has been funded. The minimum investment on that is £2,000 or euros or US dollars, dependent on account type. And you would just do so by clicking on the green button here, fund your account. That will take you across to our other platform, Trade Hub. You log into the account there, and you'll be able to fund the account either via bank wire or debit card. Once the account's been funded, you can come back to the WeTrade platform that we're on here, the social platform, and click on Execute on Live Account. When you do so, it will ask you whether you want to open any open trades that one of the traders or several of the traders in your portfolio will have. So this is something that is certainly needed to be considered, because you will be entering at the current market price and not at the market price that they had entered the market. So they may be running a profit on that account already, and if the price drops, for example, they might exit still at a profit, but on your account that may be a loss. So often people will not open the running trades, but on the flip side, if they're running some losses, you could open the trades and it may recover and you will get higher profits as well. So this is something to consider. You'll see here, Emela currently has 24 open trades. We're going to choose to follow them just so you can see what that looks like when they're in the portfolio. And in order to do so, I click in the little square here, so there's a tick, and I can execute on the portfolio. So that's going to now start executing the portfolio for me. It's going to enter me into all of those trades, and it's also going to set me up to be following the traders on any new trades that they place as well. So we can see here the MLA trades have come through here on the Germany 30. I'm currently running a loss of 21 euros. And we can also see another feature here, which is your loss protection. We don't have anything set yet, so it is important to have this set. What we'll do is we'll click on the settings button here. So this is going to show trigger equity. So at the moment, our current trigger equity is 0, but let's say I want to save 1,000 euros in the account. If I'm losing 1,500, I want the portfolio to stop and no longer execute any trades. So I'll plug in 1,000 into this and click on save. And now my loss protection is at 1,000. So I have 1,000 euros saved on the account. So if it drops by 1,500, this amount will be saved on the account. Another interesting feature, and this is the final feature of the platform, is that you have the option to close out trades yourself. So if you do feel that a trader is placing too many trades, or there is a trade running with a profit that you'd like to close out yourself, you can click on the close button here. And that will then automatically close out the trade for you. So as an example, I click on close. It will ask me if I really want to close out the position, and I can then click on OK. That's fine, and it will show you that the closing position has exceeded. My profit has dropped as well, or my account balance has dropped there by the 37 cents. So that is the main features of the social platform and how it works. Obviously for yourselves, it's going to be a matter of discussing this with your account managers, and also, finding traders that are suited to your portfolio and your needs. But as of now, if anyone has any questions themselves, please feel free to type in some questions. I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. So I'll give you a few minutes to type in some questions should you have any there.
Very different, is it? Where you go? No, on South Cam. As we looked there, got some food. We were quite hungry. Maximise. And then even better, so if we wake up early tomorrow, well, stay here. Some mix of stuff. It's a weekday win. Yeah, I thought, wow, good job. Yeah, good job. I don't know what's going on. She's better, she's actually better. Yeah, so. Very confident. You're off the jump. Wait 3 days, so I'll do that. No, you're going there. Some bag of it, actually. That's what you are. Yeah. So, I think it's about you talking to. You sounded a bit East London. What do you want? Connor. Yeah. Yeah, he's calling him again.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like we're having any questions at the moment, so hopefully everything was covered there for you. But if you do have any additional questions following the webinar, then please feel free to call in on the support line or call your individual account manager as well, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. But thank you for your time and have a nice evening.